Hello everyone and welcome to T. Marie Tarot. Today's reading is about what you need to hear right now and any additional messages. And today we're using these three decks. The first deck is the Medieval Tarot. This is pile 1 for the Tower. The second deck is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and this is the Five of Wands. And the third pile is going to be the Essential Tarot deck, and this is the Queen of Wands. So please go to the pile that you choose and the reading will be there for you. Please remember, I do not do personal readings right now, and I will not slide into your DMs to try to solicit you. And the easiest way to support my channel is by watching the ads. Thank you. See you at your reading. Bye. Hello, pile 1. This is your reading that you have chosen, and this is the Medieval Tarot. The first card on the top is the Tower in reverse. So let's take a look at this card. This very cool and dramatic card. And let's get some cards for you. Love it. It's so beautiful. And at the end of this reading, we're going to be taking a look at the Activations Oracle too. All right. So what you need to know right now. Okay. So for this transformation coming up, you're going through a big change. The best thing is to not be afraid of being foolish. With this deck, I do see that there are big changes ahead. With this reading, I see that there are big changes ahead for pile 1. And you are very wise about it, and you're going to embrace these changes. And these changes have to do with passion in life, new ideas, new inspirations, maybe truth coming to light, a journey that you're going on, a spiritual or mental journey. And this change that you're going through is going to need your fearlessness in terms of not being afraid of playing the fool, not being afraid of what others think of you, and almost embracing, in a way, the criticism, the way that others kind of might see you as other, as different. And it's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to be the entertainer. It's okay to be different, even if other people are looking at you kind of strangely, because this is your journey. And I don't want you to get caught up in pending destruction or some sort of tradition being broken down and swept away. Because every time something is swept away, that means something new can come and replace it. Something new can grow on top of that. Yeah, there's a lot of new opportunity I'm feeling in this deck too. And it's saying, not to look back on something that has made you sad before, or has made you, well, you can look back on, of course, on things that make you sad, but not to dwell on those emotions, not to stay there too much, to learn from them and grow from them. This is really about growth right now. So if you're having a hard time growing, This is a message that you are supported and that Spirit is here for you, and that you're going to come out, as long as you're not afraid to be fully expressive and be who you are, you're going to come out just fine. And I know it's very difficult to embrace the journey. It is very difficult sometimes. But sometimes the journey is just necessary. The only way past it is to get through it. Sometimes that's the only way past it. Yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of grief and loss coming into play. And, there is a lot of death or very difficult feelings associated with this deck too. Yeah, it seems like you lost something that was very important to you and you're having a hard time letting it go. And that's really kind of preventing you from moving on and moving forward. But the way this Joker, Jester, whatever you want to call it, is dancing and moving forward, he's doing it in defiance, almost, of what other people think. He looks a bit defiant to me. And I'm not saying that we should be motivated by a desire to be defiant, because that can go into the negative, because now we're too focused on others. However, there's an element of embracing who you are and embracing the fact that people just don't agree with you. So there's really something here that you're doing. There's really, or just a way that you are, a way that you're being, that is really special. And that is something that needs to be something that can be fully embraced by you when you're able to kind of let go of your demons and let go of your past a little bit and heal from that. Because the last thing we want is a negative relationship with our past experiences. That's the last thing that we want, is a negative relationship with those, because they've taught us so much. It's all a part of the journey that we're on. We have these negative situations and negative feelings, and then we learn from them and carry them forward with us so that we can be wiser and more spiritually stable and more spiritually fulfilled in the future. Yeah, so it's really coming through for you right now to find healing for what you're going through and see what's going well in your life right now. Focus on the good more than what you've lost. Really focus on the good more than that, so that when these big changes occur, or I feel like you're really in the transition right now, as this big transition and this big change is occurring, you can embrace it fully. You can dance with life as opposed to fighting against it and struggling with it. And this Spirit, it wants me to remind you that this is all about the journey. It's all about the journey. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. You don't have to be ashamed of your past or the things you're sad about. And you don't have to be ashamed of who you are either. I think a few of you might be ashamed of some things about yourself. There's no shame here. Because, Spirit is going to love you anyway. It's going to love you no matter what. No matter what choices you make. Because you're a human on this earth and you're just trying to make it through. That's what's going on. And Spirit wants you to have the best option, the best chance to live a life that is true to you, that is authentic to you. There's so much wisdom in the Fool card. There's so much wisdom in taking chances, bringing the non-physical desire down into the physical, bringing things, manifesting them, and disregarding what others think. Yeah, you really don't need to regard others' opinions in such high esteem or be afraid of them. Affirmations can really help with this. There are about 1.5 million affirmations on YouTube that can assist you with the letting go of others' opinions about you. and just loving yourself more and honoring your journey more. So you can find affirmations that are like ask-formations, where they ask things like, why am I so, or why don't I care what people think of me? You know, ask the question as if the premise of the question is true. So it's like assumption manifestation, if that makes sense. But yeah, just look up ask-formations. They're really amazing. I love using them. And there is some inner work here for you. But I do believe in you, and I believe that you can find healing. And I believe that you can get through this period in your life right now, this period of time. Yeah, because we have like 2 really huge transformation cards right now. Huge. Okay. And 2 like new beginning cards and a journey. Jeez. Got a lot going on. So let's go to the Activations Oracle and get some messages for you from the Activations Oracle. I love this. It is so beautiful. Third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra. Let me see if I can. Okay, the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So you have a lot of inner knowing that is trying to guide you. And it's saying, let go. Drop, do what you can to heal and drop the baggage, because it's your life, and your intuition and your inner knowing has your back. It's got your back. Put that there. Yeah, some of you might be intuitives. You might be empaths, psychics. And that's probably why, you feel like others might judge you. But that's okay. Let them judge. That's all right. They'll come around. Heart chakra. Or if they don't come around, it's still your life. Heart chakra. The frequency of the heart, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Yes. So, embracing your changes will activate your heart center. Because you see, there is a block here. And when such an emotional and psychic block is occurring, it's really hard to open up your heart. It's really hard to have an open heart at a time like that. But the open heart, this energy, can guide you by connecting you with divine wisdom, intuition, feelings, and it will guide you. And it will help you navigate the relationships with people who might see you in a not so positive light. I'm also seeing this happening on a really big, I want to say big stage or big platform for some of you. And for others, I feel like it's family. So leading with your heart and having that clear heart energy is really going to assist you at this time. And Spirit just wants you to know that that is the next best step for you right now. That's the next best step. All right. So that is all that I am getting for your reading today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for viewing. I'm not giving personal readings at this time, as a reminder, and the easiest way to support my channel is by watching the ads. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a good day. Bye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you for tuning in. If you're here, this is the reading for you. Let's go ahead and begin. You have chosen the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And on the top, we have the 7 of Wands. All right, and let's get the rest of your cards. After this, we are going to look at the Activations Oracle for some additional messages. But this is about what you need to hear right now. Knight of Swords. It's funny, I saw the Knight of Swords before I started shuffling, and it ended up coming out anyway. I love that. I love it when that happens. Okay. What do you need to hear right now? Pile 2. Okay. Okay. What do you need to hear right now? Okay. You have got so much energy. I feel like you have huge aspirations. Huge aspirations. Big dreams. And you are, yeah, you've got big dreams. And it's not just dreams about career. You're like, I want the partner that I want. I'm kicking butt at whatever I do at my job. You're moving forward with like lightning speed, passion, and a lot of people don't understand that. Sometimes you do get burnt out, so be careful. You could get burnt out. I feel like a lot of you are Aries signs because, like Aries, they work so passionately and they work so hard and they're like nonstop. They're really, really great once they're activated. But don't burn yourself out too much. The victory is something that you do keep in mind. And I'm also kind of hearing that you don't have to struggle as much as you are. Maybe struggling a little bit too much. Nothing's wrong with a hustle, don't get me wrong, but self-care days are really good. Self-care days are great. Doing affirmations, meditations, going for walks, playing sports that you enjoy, and not something that's just to be competitive. It's almost like you're addicted to being a workaholic. It's almost like you're addicted to just working a lot, because there is a lot of satisfaction and a lot of gratification and working really hard, not just internally but externally, with people who see that you've been working hard and with the money that you're making, if it is increasing your funds. But I'm also hearing that there is an easier way to make more money. There's a more intuitive way to make more money. If you're interested in that, if you love the hustle, hey, go for it. But also, I feel kind of like Spirit is saying, take it down a peg, relax a little bit, and see how that feels. I feel like it's something with your legs. Maybe you work on your feet. Maybe you're running around a lot. Yeah, I'm getting lots of leg energy. So if your body is trying to tell you something, like, hey, I'm hurting, I can't keep up with this pace right now, listen to your body before it gets worse. Please listen to your body before it gets worse. Especially a lot of Aries. They'll work until their body just says no and then just breaks down. You don't want to do that. Because you don't want to earn all this money and then pay it in hospital bills. So, or pay it in whatever you have to pay it in, naturopath medicine or whatever you do. Yeah, but it's saying slow down. You're addicted to the work ethic. Some of you might be like, no, I don't. I if I could work less, I would. What are you talking about, T. Marie? And the thing is that you probably can work less. This is telling me that you can. There are easier ways to go about this. I don't know what working less would look like for you. I don't know exactly what it would mean for you. Like finding another job, or if you own your own business, reducing the workload on yourself, reassessing your goals and the steps it takes to achieve them. Just take another look at things and being like, how can I fit more me time in? And yeah, I get that feeling where you don't want to take enough time for yourself, because there are so many other people who who need you. So there's that too. Could be Sagittarius energy too. It's very fiery in here. Very fiery, very hot. But yeah, it's almost like and I know queens take care of themselves, but it's also giving me energy like I have all these people to look over. I have this kingdom and I have these people I have to care for, and I gotta work hard for them. But see, that's just you neglecting yourself. You can't give from an empty cup. You just can't. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. And you can't give your best from a half empty cup, because if your energy is depleted, it's going to be harder for you to show up at your best at 100%. I'm not saying that you don't do your best. I'm sure that you do your best, but it is important to rest a little bit. Just try it. Try a little you time. Take some you time and then go back to work and see how that feels. See how that feels. Yes, this is very important because you have so many ambitions and you're so strong. You have been so strong, and you've been like fighting and winning and going for the next goal, and fighting and winning and going for the next goal. And it's like the cycle can be a little bit addicting. The cycle can deplete your energy without you even knowing it. It's okay to sit on your throne for a couple days and just be like, you know what? I'm going to put my feet. It looks almost like these gold coins are like little bubbles to me. I don't know how it shows up on camera. But like, I want to put my feet in a foot bath, and I want to feel like a queen for a day. And, I want to stop and smell the flowers. And I want to, looks like they're wearing pajamas. I want to wear my pajamas. I know they're gowns, but like, it looks kind of like they're just chilling out in their robes. Like, you deserve to relax. It's okay so you definitely know if this reading is for you, because this reading is not for me. For example, I like to relax. I know I can relax. I know how to relax. I learned it. But some people are going like full force ahead because they're like a fire sign, or maybe they're a Capricorn or like an earth sign, and you just are so used to going and going and going that you're not used to stopping and taking a break for yourself. Yeah. So it's very important to treat yourself and treat others well. I do feel like you might have some fear that your career might suffer too if you took a little bit of a break. However, if you have a boss, for example, and they don't see how good you are, then they don't deserve you anyway. And I know your resume is amazing. You have a stellar resume. This is not like the resume of somebody who has like a flaky job history. This is not somebody who has backed down from challenges in their recent history. So you're good. If you have that fear, you're good. It's just really, it's kind of touching to me because I know about people who have worked and worked and worked their whole lives and haven't taken the time for themselves and regret that. People always seem to regret working too hard at the end of their lives. Like, I know it sounds kind of morbid, but if you listen to people like near-death experiences, or listen to things that people say before they move to this other side of the veil, they'll say they wish they spent more time with their family, or they'll say they wish they hadn't taken work and material things so seriously, or more seriously than their relationships. I think you have a lot to be proud of. You have a lot to be proud of. So, in light of that, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Okay, let's go ahead to the Activations Oracle. Let's see what we have for you in this oracle. Calming music is so nice. Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. And it's green, like the color of the heart chakra. So this is really about connecting to Earth, connecting to spirit through Earth. So yeah, the best way to do that, the best time to do that is while you're taking a break. It is while you are relaxing, which is very deserved for you. You deserve it. Spirit wants you to connect. This is what you need to know right now, to connect with the spirit, with Earth. Go outside and get some fresh air. If you're a really intense person, go on a hike. Go biking. You know, get some of that energy out. Go do some power yoga, or I don't know. There's a yoga called booty yoga, and it's like a mixture of dancing, traditional yoga, and shaking your butt, and Pilates, and it's really, really intense. But it still has the traditional poses of yoga. You can do something like that, where you can do traditional yoga outside in nature. If you're a super active person, go, pick up something like rowing, something that puts you in, I want to say in the weeds, something that puts you in the sticks, in the boondocks, in nature. So you can really connect and relax and treat yourself. So let's see what else. Spirit for pile 2. What else for pile 2? Oh, universal love. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and the whole of existence. So yes, connect to planet Earth and the whole of existence by experiencing universal love. So yeah, they're really asking you to get much more heart-centered. And I just realized this deck that I chose, the background in like all of these cards is kind of green, except for the devil, of course, but like everything else is kind of green. I don't know if it shows up that way on camera, but it definitely looks that way here. There's a lot of green. So it's really wanting you to step back from your physical body so much and really get into your heart. Really get into that heart center. Do things that activate your heart center. Do things that really, really make you feel just so connected and magical. For some reason, I feel like pulling something from here. I don't know why. Let's see. These are my charms. Key. So maybe the universe speaks to you with symbols, with keys. Symbols that look like keys. If I can get it focused. Yeah. Symbols that look like keys. And maybe something new or something better is going to be unlocked for you as you relax and get centered. Go see some redwood trees. But take that as it resonates. That's just a little random thing. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. That's all I'm getting for today. Much peace and love to all of you. And please stay tuned for the ads. That is the easiest way to support my channel. Just let them play in the background while you do the dishes. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile 3. This reading is for you. If you have felt drawn to this pile, thank you for coming. You have chosen the Essential Tarot deck. And here we have the beautiful, gorgeous, sassy, wonderful Queen of Wands. Well, maybe not so much sassy, but just really, really beautiful. Okay. And now let's get your cards for this reading. After this, we'll be taking a look at the Activations Oracle deck for some more answers about what you need to know right now. Okay, Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. Five of Swords and the Magician in reverse. Ooh. All right. Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles. Is that crooked? Oh. The Sun. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm kind of debating because a bunch of cards just came out, and let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take them. It was the top three that also flipped over underneath the Sun, so let's just go ahead and take these as well. Okay. What do you need to know right now from Spirit? Let's see. Okay, Spirit is saying that there is a lot of potential for you ahead. There's a lot of potential. They say that your mind is kind of stuck in something a little bit, like there's a block. You're like a fear of deception. I'm getting a fear of deception. A fear of something breaking down because someone has not been totally honest with you. Or someone might not be totally honest with you. So there's a little bit of fear in this reading. And I feel like this fear is blocking your blessings. Blocking new ideas from coming in. It's saying that you're doing great in terms of working steadily towards your goals. Doing what you have to do. Basically doing your responsibilities. Taking care of your responsibilities. But I also want you to know that you have a lot of potential power, a lot of personal power, and it's just kind of asleep right now. Like this with this Magician, usually this can mean abuse of power if it's in reverse, but in this one it looks like she's sleeping, which is kind of funny. In reverse it looks like she's sleeping. It's like she's fallen asleep at the wheel and her powers have just gone awry. So for some of you, some things aren't as organized because you might not be tapping into your potential energy as much. But for the most part, I just see that that some of your potential is sleeping. Like you are so good and you're so diligent and you are getting through the hard times. You're learning the lessons. You're learning how to let go of things because the Five of Cups is upright, which is a really, really good place to be if you have just been through something that upset you, because you want it to be upright, to know that you might be focusing on the grief a little bit, but you also realize that there's a pathway out. You also realize there's a path forward. So keep going in this direction in terms of healing and knowing that the next step for you is to be able to focus on the good thing that you have and heal from the things that you've lost. So that is good. Yeah, lots of compliments to you. I mean, you're doing well. I feel like you have a really hot lover. And if you don't, you will. Oh, this also reminds me of like self-care, self-love, so you are you're doing well. If you haven't gotten in touch with that side of you, then please go to that side of you and get in touch there. But I feel like the love department, the love energy is good for some of you. It's really good. And if it isn't, you have the potential to make it good. So Spirit has some encouraging words for you. But it's saying some things are lying dormant. Some things like this ultimate joy, happiness, brilliancy, childlike love, and passion is kind of hiding dormant. And that's usually, it could be career-based. that's hiding dormant. Maybe there's something that you want to express. Maybe you want to be a dancer. I don't know why I got dancer. Maybe you want to be some sort of artist or do something unique. I don't know, like graphic design, I'm thinking. Maybe you want to study astrology or astronomy. There's something that you have so much power in you, and there's something that you really want to do, and Spirit is saying, you have the inner power. All you got to do is kind of find a way to get this upright. So instead of someone who's asleep at the wheel, you'll be the alchemist, the magician, or someone who's letting their powers kind of just sleep. You'll be someone who's wide awake and aware. And I feel like there's just something so good about you. You're so like you've got this really, your environment is good. You have, you care about your environment, and you care about your peace of mind, and you care about the peace in your environment. So really hats off to you. And I don't think Spirit is saying that you're doing anything wrong, and I'm not saying that either. It's just that there's more for you ahead. Yeah, just look forward to the more that is ahead for you. And you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be. Spirit has your back. So what I like to do is I like to affirm. I like to do affirmations. I like to affirm that I'm safe. I like to affirm that what has been given to me cannot be taken away. I like to affirm that nobody can hurt me, because they can't. And that, always remember, things are usually better than we think they are, because sometimes we get into our heads and we make stories, or our feelings compound. And it's always good to kind of like extrovert your feelings, like write them down if you have to, talk to somebody you really, really trust, kind of get these feelings out, because they might be able to give you a new perspective on something. And that can really, really assist you in going for what you want and unlocking your potential. So Spirit has your back. It really does. Okay, let's go into the Activations Oracle. Ooh, okay. This deck is kind of big and hard to shuffle, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay. Oh, we got Earth. Okay, we got this in a previous reading too. We got Earth. I think it was, which reading was it? I think it was reading 2. I don't remember. Check pile 2. This might be for you as well. But Earth says, the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. So, yes, please check out things that make you feel good, grounded with nature. I'm feeling like you need some house plants. I think you need house plants. I think you need some pots, some herbs. Maybe some of you have a backyard. Put some plants out in the backyard. Have something that will kind of balance you a little bit. Change the vibe and kind of like get you out of some negative vibes here. Let's get another card. Sacral chakra. Okay. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Yes, manifestation and going with the flow of life. I mean, look at this orange. I love that. So it's really focusing on you, on just saying like, once you unblock whatever is blocking you, this belief that somebody might be more deceptive or harmful than they might actually be, once you affirm that you're safe, you're going to unblock up this energy and go with the flow of life and enjoy. Just enjoy more. I love it because it looks just like a sun. We've got 2 suns. They're saying there's so much life and so much potential for you, and you are working so diligently and taking care of your responsibilities. But Spirit just wants you to know that they love you, and also there's more for you ahead. There's more. You're loved. This is like ultimate unconditional love, and it's like you need to hear it. You needed to hear that, I guess, because it's really coming through. It's like this is really powerful, bright, vibrant, loving energy coming through. And Spirit is saying, connect with me. I'm here for you. It's going to be okay. Everything's fine. It's going to be okay. Yeah, and so that is all I'm getting for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your time with me today. Please remember that watching the ads is the easiest way to support my channel. I do not give personal readings right now, so I will not be DMing and spamming you. And thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.